Good morning, fellow junk journalers. I thought this morning it was time for a flip through of one of Q's latest creations. We have very different styles, as you will see. This is her Kill or Cure journal. Oh, she's done it in a knot. Alright, tied up with a piece of sari silk, which is on loosely, and decorated. This is a silk scarf that I have had for well over 30 years. So she's added little bits of, here's one of Dad's negative slides. I never know what to call them. Anyway, this is a nice big 5 signature book, reusing an old book, hardcover. And let's see what's in it. I haven't actually had a good look. She's very into all things poison and anatomy, as you will see. And one of the other things that she's been doing, which I really like, she likes to include an extra little journal in unexpected places. So right at the beginning you have this beautiful little, well, beautiful if you don't mind gory spinal, dangerous chemicals. These are more of Dad's science stuff in the old vintage sleeves. And then never know quite what you're going to get. They just keep flipping out. Oh, and they keep flipping out. Whenever we do tea dyeing, Q likes to finish with some food colouring or acrylic paint or whatever she pulls out of the cupboard, really, to get some grungy. I always think of the great grey greasy Limpopo River. She just thinks of grungy green, I think. Poison green, she calls it. So all through you'll find these reused old science papers and slides. Tea dyed. I have a feeling she inked every single page in this book, which is pretty crazy. And I love the way it's so nice looking through what someone else does. Like, you know, distressing all of these edges so you get this nice aged look on what is really just copy paper, that piece. Here's another one of her. I don't know about this. Oh, look, there's a nail up his nose. Oh, I don't like that one. But I do like, I mean, look at this. Isn't that tricksy? So I have to work out how it goes back together. I think it was like that. So many little hidden bits. The very first junk journal that Q bought, which started us down this path, had so many little hidden elements. It was a bee journal from a lovely woman in Coffs Harbour. Can't remember her name. If she's watching, look what you did. This has become quite the obsession now, especially having inherited all this wonderful old paper. Look at that. Every little fold inked. Makes it look like a treasure map, doesn't it? And here's another bit of Dad's. Goodness me. These were some of his old sketchbooks where he used to file things pre-computers. All the slides, all the information, and we've torn them all to pieces. I mean, to salvage the pieces, not to throw them out, heaven forbid. Ooh. He was heavily involved in the cloud seeding back then. Not quite kill or cure, but who knows what the long time is. My goodness. This is just the little additional book. I love this. I do remember this. So she's chosen that for the front end paper. reverse for the back. A lovely symmetry. Okay, now I'm going to have to go quickly. Can I? I mean, look at this. This has got more little bits too. So every, and this pulls out. Ah, goodness me. Oh, this is a paper bag. Using the torn pieces of glassine as a tuck. That's a nice touch. Don't waste anything. Oops. Another one of Dad's. Ah, goodness knows, particles of some sort. Little tucks and tags and oxided papers and I cannot believe how much inking. Oh, here's another one. How much inking she did. Goodness. Eyeballs. The oxide goes really well. This is, I think, just baking paper. Nice and crunchy. Or greaseproof paper, perhaps. An opium den, perhaps? This will appeal, I'm sure, to somebody. Somebody who, like you, is fascinated with all things gruesome. Here we go. A page on infectious things with bacterial stains. Oh. In you go. Little hidden treasures everywhere, which I like to leave a few to the imagination for the person who receives it. Oh, okay, look, so here's another folded inked. And then this is a little offcut of some handmade paper. Nice. So never throw any scrap out. No scrap is too small. Ooh, and then these are hinged with, this is a piece of fabric I stenciled on probably 30 years ago. More of the little slide strips. Didn't that work well? That's a grungy green piece. Old tea-dyed maps, more of this paper. More gruesome. More gruesome. Oh, and more. But wait, there's more. Oh, this was from a very old Japanese ledger that we found. There's a few Japanese pages in there. From the 17 or 1800s. Beautiful, beautiful book. Falling apart, of course. So fair game. Wow. Ooh. Another one of Dad's. See, this is real vintage tape. We don't need to make our own. We have so much. Oh, more little bits. Might pop that back in there. The glassine works really nicely. Little slides, specimen slides. Oh, some lovely intestinal action. Ooh. Moving right along. Labels. More gory slides, and we have so many of these. We really want to incorporate them somehow into everything that we do. More tags. Inking. Oh, so that's the other half. She just glued that bit to there. Isn't that clever? How to use every strip of fabric as well. I love these antiquarian style pages that we first saw from Kerry the Crafter, I think. They're coming very useful for this style of journal. Might be more of this. I don't know. Is that a chemist warehouse? All sorts of goodies in here. The other half of the paper bag with more Japanese text. The Black Death, perhaps. Ooh. I love that. Things that you could do in this journal. There's a lot of writing space, and there's a lot of little goodies tucked away inside everything. Ready to be used. The signatures are very generous, and yet the book isn't that much of a gator mouth, so it could really take a lot of filling. Oh, doesn't that look good? It's funny, when we sit at our desk, I pass her all the gory, gruesome stuff that I unearth when we go shopping for books. I'm always in the herb and garden and animal section. She's always in the medical. That looks cool. Oh, another bit of that old ledger. She's always in the medical department looking for poisonous, gross, gruesome. Oh, but look. That looks like a geranium. So there we go. We do have a bit of a bit of something herbal. Oh. These are great old illustrations. Amazing that this is how surgeons would have learned and studied, from illustrations as well as cadavers. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So crunchy.